should be. I'm with you. I don't think they should be as liable for people's videos, but I think they should know what ads they are rolling out. And I think they should have a department that is looking into what the hell they're advertising. And I think they need to be more responsible for the ads that they play.
I think it depends on whether they're on notice or not. If they were on notice that BitConnect is a scam and it was enough notice that they should have looked into it, then maybe. I don't think the responsibility necessarily is on YouTube to vet the underlying value of every product, because I mean, think about how many supplements, how many businesses, how many blockchain products are being advertised on YouTube. Does YouTube in California need to go and investigate every one in order to allow a 30-second ad? I'm not sure a court would agree with that.
Well, hold on a second, because this is an important difference. What you're discussing is the carve-out on the Communications Decency Act. Mm-hmm. I agree with you that we cannot hold them responsible as a publisher of content. And here's the difference.
The partnership.
And we would lose that lawsuit. And trust me, they're going to come out and they're going to say, I'm trying to get around the CDA. That's going to be their first line of defense here. But the whole point is there's a difference between publishing and then advertising on the publishing and doing algorithms to more successful people who are specifically making money in partnership. This is why I say this is tobacco litigation before there was a successful verdict. We're testing, we're dipping our feet in. I can't tell you what's going to happen. But this is the best part about this, Tone. The first time I ever heard you speak was probably 2016 in New York. And it was, you're actually now on the side that it's wrong for people to put up free speech and advertise for anything they want. Give more regulation. This is 2 shows in a row where you're advocating. People have a responsibility to, if they're going to advertise and solicit money, they have to be more careful. And I think that's the difference here. Because there was so much success on the YouTube videos, this is different than a terrorist posting an isolated video that's not being advertised and it's not being monetized. YouTube has been shown not to have responsibility for those type of videos. Here, because of the successful platform and the successful advertising, the 58 million hits, the 70,000 hours of video, and the algorithm pointing people who put in Bitcoin investment in crypto and being sent to these specific videos, that's different than just publishing. Now we're into advertising and monetization, and that's where this lawsuit's going to go. And it's going to go 2-3 years. We served them 2 days ago. I'm sure some big fancy firm like Carlton Fields in Miami is going to send me a very nasty letter. Actually, let me rephrase that. The first letter I'm going to get is, your complaint was so well written, we need another 60 days just to analyze it before we can publicly tell you what is happening here. So they can bill for 3 months without actually responding to me. And then on the 90th day, they're going to file something that says, this is an atrocity.
Justin, reply, because you'll probably be writing that letter over the day.
Look, I think a big fancy law firm will end up taking this case, and they're going to ask for some more time to respond, I'm sure. And they're going to say this is the worst thing in the world. But, I think they have pretty good arguments on the YouTube side. I will say, I know there was litigation against publishers for running tobacco ads by people who had got cancer because they were incentivized to smoke because it made video magazine ads and commercials back in the day would make it look so cool, and those were ultimately not very successful. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, and I look forward to David coming back on here and responding to the nasty letter he gets.
Oh, we'll definitely cover it. We'll cover it. All right.
The terrorist videos.
We're going to have to move on soon, so finish up.
Look, all I'm going to say is the terrorist videos against YouTube, all those lawsuits lost.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying this is a slam dunk by any stretch.
But if you would have lost against YouTube, is there going to be a big plaque on your wall behind you?
There's going to be a new building in the strip mall. That's Drew Brees. So Drew, but that's Damon. That's the guy from Shark Tank. The guy from Shark Tank's gonna like me.
When is the Fourth Amendment amended complaint against Facebook?
All right, Sasha. final thoughts on this.
I think they explained the crux of the matter pretty well. I'll be interested to watch as it all plays out.
Yeah, this case is definitely more in their domains, especially David. The only thing that I will say before we move on is you did provide those numbers, like 70,000 hours of content, generated 58,000 views. But I want, like, as far as like me, again, I want the full separation of the YouTube ads influence and content creators influence, and I would love to see those numbers separated.
Tone, how many hours did you talk about? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Tone, how much warnings did you give about BitConnect or other content creators on the side saying that it was a scam? We didn't incorporate those hours to balance it out.
Well, no, I mean, I gave very, very little, but I guarantee you at least 40 ads. There were at least 40 videos of mine at least played a single ad, and I get like 10,000 viewers per episode, right? So the BitConnect ads must have been watched by at least, 30, 40,000 of my own followers probably watch the BitConnect ads, unless you go and get YouTube Red or YouTube Premium, which is what I have to avoid all ads. So I don't even know what's being played as an ad on my channel. Like, it's too bad I don't get to decide which ads are being run on my own YouTube channels. But I don't know, Adela, are you still with us? Or I know you turned off your camera, but feel free to comment on the YouTube thing, or we're moving on. Maybe not. Okay, so Adela is, oh, wait, hold on. I think she left and came back.
Oh, she's there.
She's here now. Okay. Adela, there you are. No, you're still muted.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hey, no, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Friday is like my Monday, so I'm just kind of running around.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah.
Any comments on the David Silversoon YouTube?
Well, I'm obviously on Team David, right? I love it. That's my last thoughts on it. I am eager to talk about the LBC stuff. But no, I think they had it covered.
All right.
Yeah.
So before we get to the LBC stuff, we got one more. We got, I'll go back to screen share here. We only got David for another 10 minutes. There's a couple of news all related to politics. So 2 days ago, or yesterday even, Trump signs an executive order to, get more serious about, I guess, all kinds of money laundering, mentioning cryptocurrencies, getting attorney generals involved. Here is the link to the executive order itself. It's the executive order regarding the establishment of the task force on market integrity and consumer fraud. Again, this seemed unreasonably general. I mean, I glanced at this and this seemed incredibly general to me. So let's talk about this first, and then we're going to talk about the DNC hack. I don't know, who wants to jump on this? Justin, you want to go first on this one?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be that big of a practical sort of move by the Trump administration. The Obama administration had previously had a financial integrity task force, and by this own order, it merely replaces it and sort of redefines what the goals are. I think in the executive order, it specifies crimes against the elderly and veterans. What's most interesting about this is the timing of it. We know from Rod Rosenstein's press conference today that Trump had been briefed earlier in the week on the results of the Guccifer investigation and the indictments of the Russian hackers. So Rosenstein in his press conference said that at least some of the hacks were facilitated using cryptocurrency. So it's sort of interesting.
Right. That was going to be the other topic in this general case. Feel free to comment on it as well. So you agree with me. This seems like just broad, and all it basically is maybe they wanted to stick the word cryptocurrencies into a prior division, and Trump wanted to, add different people or additional people into this task force, but they're not really doing anything different. They're just rewarded a couple of things and added a bunch of more